Hello, welcome to our next reading. Our question, Flamies, today is, are we on the right path towards our twin flame? Are we on the right path in this twin flame journey? And as usual, we have our 4 piles. So we're going to look into this. And I want to especially look in this reading about the famous twin flame journeys. And I'm going to use my door deck that I made. So this is our door 1. Very futuristic door. If you feel drawn to that card, you choose that pile. Okay. And I shuffled these, so they're random. Okay. So choose whatever you feel drawn to. This is our pile 2 for today. This is our pile 3 that came out. So if you feel drawn to that door, please choose that door. And our pile 4 is this. It's more like a gate. It's not a door in winter. So if you feel drawn to that, please choose that, okay? So, I see you at your piles, Flamey. Take care. My name is Purple. If you're new here, please sign up to our beautiful channel. Take care. Bye, guys. Hello, my pile 1 Flamies. You chose this beautiful door. So we're gonna look into this reading, guys. What do I feel when I look at the card? I feel that you want to have a shortcut to the future. That's what I always feel when I get future doors. And that's what Spirit probably wants to tell me. Like, is there a possibility to switch, right? To hop to the future, because you want to really be with your twin flame, and we're talking about famous twin flames. So at the moment you cannot be with them because they're doing their soul mission and they're not available, right? Because if they're famous and they're like having their contracts, they're not able to come forward or to meet you or to talk to you, right? So if they don't actually go for it. So I do think you want to skip the whole thing, right? Pile 1. I do think you want to skip. You want to be with your person. So, are you on the right path, though? Let's see. And this is how you're feeling, right? Because I want to tell you how you're feeling so you know if this is your pile. If you chose the right pile. So, we have the Divine Feminine. Yes, this is your energy. As I said, you know, receptivity. So, we do have you here. Let's get another card. I want to read what is empathy and relationships. Can I have another card for my pile 1? You see how beautiful this candle is, like doing its dance. You're very much in harmony though with your twin flame. The clock is ticking, yeah. Yeah, that's how you feel. It could be because you're older than your flame. Yeah, twin flames do have age gaps. You guys know that. I always talk about the gaps. Twin flames always have a gap, because otherwise we would just call each other and hang out and then find each other, and then everyone and everything will be happy. This is not the case. In twin flame journeys, there's always, especially with famous divine counterparts, there are even more gaps. Because the universe wants to put challenges in between. They want to see. Because usually when someone is famous, you know how the divine masculine has to become the hunter in this game? It has to switch to him, not to the divine feminine. And I feel at the moment you're still the hunter, divine feminine. And it has to switch. So in order for the divine masculine, the famous part, to hunt, there needs to be something he wants to hunt for, because he can, you know, basically he can hunt for anything in his life. There is no boundaries in his life. So it's you that has the boundaries. Yeah, you're basically someone unreachable for them in some kind of way. And at the beginning, that's why they're uninterested, because they're like, what is that? You know, I don't need that. If it's that unavailable for me, I don't want that, because they can manifest anything else, right? So they become the hunter after noticing and dancing with your energy for a while. That's why these journeys take longer than normal twin flame journeys even. And we know how long a normal twin flame journey takes, right? We do know from talking and seeing it on the internet how usually twin flame journeys are crazy long journeys, usually don't end up together. Some do. So we hope, but these journeys with the famous divine counterparts, they even have more challenges, more boundaries. And for the hunter, for the guy, you know, because it needs to switch in the journey, it's not there at the beginning. Otherwise, he would just come because he can manifest anything. He has all the resources, right? So he could manifest whatever he wants. He could manifest you. That's why many people don't understand this connection. They're saying, well, if he wants you, he just could come, just could take the plane and come. Yeah, but that's not how it works. That's why it's a twin flame, right? It's not a real connection, like a normal connection. It's a real connection, but it's not a normal one. This came out, movement of swords. I'm going to look at this. It's a fight. It's not easy. And here, pile one, in your case, time is playing a role. Like, time is of importance. Let's look into the oracle here, to the movement of swords. So this is more or less a mindset that we have here, that divine feminine, this is your mindset that you need to take control over. Okay, that's one of the things that I can tell you. So we have the movement of swords. This is the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. So you could be a Gemini, or you could have that strong in your chart. Okay, divine feminine. And the affirmation here is, I'm the movement of my mental clarity. I read from the book, okay, so you know. I'm the movement of my mental clarity and truth. I'm being encouraged to look at the stories I tell myself about the people in my life. As I observe my stories, they show me the way they play out and the thoughts that impact my life. The teachings that are right in front of me are mirrored to me by my closest soul group. There's a lot of anxiousness, right? Because you don't trust your twin flame. Guys, and this is one of the most important things, no matter the gap. Could be age gap here, because we have the timing clock and the divine feminine and the wanting to, to move into the future in order to make it happen. See, divine feminine here in this pile, I can tell you that you're not on the right path if you keep moving in this kind of energy. You need to stop not trusting your counterpart. It's because they're even younger or they are less experienced. You have the feeling, guys, or they don't have that much experience in love. I don't know, guys, but you have the idea that you need to control the situation. You need to help them. And not in a sense that you support their 3D journey. That's not what it is, because that's what we all do, right? But you need to trust that they come. You need to trust that they find their path. It almost feels as if you're like the punter, you're an older female. You're definitely older than your masculine. So it could be, and this is the trick here. A lot of older feminines always think of this sexual relationship between younger parts and older parts in connections, and that's totally not true. That's what society makes of it. That's what people think of it, because they don't think that people can match when they have a big age gaps, but they do. People can match. And it's because of outer opinions, and also a lot of opinions of people that, if you have age gaps and you have to live in your surrounding, it's oftentimes when there are people involved in your surroundings that talk bad about your person, or that talk bad about that connection, that it will never happen. You guys have too much of an age gap. This is not equally. It will never work. This is not love. That's just sexual attraction. No, it's not. And not many people experience this. And that's why not many people know about this. And a lot of times when there is such a relationship, the divine feminine needs to be very careful to not switch herself in the role of the mother, because that's very important. We're not the mother of our twin flames, right? So we can support them and we can be there in their journey, especially when they're famous, because that's their soul part. But we're not mothering them. They are old enough, you know, to find their own path. They're old enough to know what, you know, what kind of steps they have to take. I mean, even if you're still a very young person, you know, in this journey how to move. And this is just a given thing, because twin flames are connected by the soul and by the heart and not by the mind. So even if, you know, people talk about this, it kind of, I see here, it makes you anxious. Whatever gap there is between the two of you, could be age, it could be religion, it could be something else. You do think timing is of necessity here, and like timing is necessary. It's not, guys. Time doesn't exist. Yeah, not many people know that, or not many people believe that, but time is non-existent. There is no time. Age gaps are irrelevant. They're not there because there is no age gap. In 3D, yes, there might be, but you and your twin flame, you want to have a 5D connection in 3D, right? That's what we're striving for. A 5D connection, a union in the heart, a physical union, yes, but a 5D union in 3Ds, we have to blend out all the other things. And then it works. But it works only if you trust your twin flame. And even if they're younger, even if they are less experienced, even if, I don't know what the gap is, if they have a different religion, they have a different culture, a different language than you need to trust that person. Yeah. So this is very important. So as long as you're not trusting them, you can move into the future as much as you want. They won't be there, because you need to trust that they are with you. You need to trust that they find their path. And you need to trust that when the timing is right, they will come no matter what. No matter what's going on in their 3D life, no matter what, they will make their path towards you. And this is very important. And I understand this is not easy. This is for all of us not easy. I have twin flame with very big age gaps. So it's not easy at all, but you know, it's very important that in order to be on the right path, you need to trust your twin flame. You need to trust your masculine, no matter what the differences are, okay? They will make their path and they will get you. They will become the hunter, and they will find, or they will be guided to be ready at the right timing, yeah? Sometimes it doesn't have to take such a long time, but it's very important, Path 1, Divine Feminine. You need to trust your twin flame. Even if they're famous, okay? Because probably you're saying, well, the gap, we don't have an age gap or we don't have a religious gap, but we do have a gap in he's famous and I'm not. That's a gap as well. So I'm not trusting that he will ever come. You need to trust. That's very important. So let's get some more cards to see what is the most important field, or where you need to trust your twin flame. And there it goes. Yeah, see? Individuality. They don't even need to be with you or like you. Yeah? Even if they're different than you. And individuality means that, you know, we have number 11 here. 11 speaks for twin flames. You know, each one of you is a different person. And you each have your own lives, and your person could be famous and you're not famous, or your person could be, I don't know, Catholic and you're Muslim. You know, let's just make crazy gaps. You could speak French and they could speak Japanese. You know, I don't know, but you know, all these things are able to be overcome. But you need to trust that they will, yeah? I see trust here as the most important factor, Pi 1. And if you accept that you both are individual people, that you both have your own lives, but you can find each other, and you can make the necessary sacrifices that are needed to find each other, and that your person, even if they would be like very young, they would make them. Trust that. Yeah, they're guided, same as you're guided. Okay, it's not like a normal 3D relationship where this is what many people don't understand, where each one makes their own decision based on 3D life. No, as a twin flame, you make your decision in 3D, you make them based on your 5D personality, because you're guided by your guides, right? So, and in 5D, most of us twin flames, no matter famous, no matter age gap, no matter what, we're always united. So they will always consider us. Okay? Trust that that will happen, pile 1 in 3D, okay? You don't need to do this. You don't need to switch places and go to the future in order to help them. Yeah? Trust that they will come to you, or they will find you. That sounds like very... They will love you. Let's say it like this, okay? Pile 1. So please trust. Come back to your trust, and you will be on the right path. Yeah? Pile 1. Okay, that's it. Take care. Bye. Hello, my pile 2. You chose that pile. What do I feel? I always talk about first, what could be the feeling that you're having connecting to your twin flame. You could feel that it goes to nowhere, because what is this? This looks like you're in the woods. This looks like you're just lost, and the door is open though. That means you are already connected to your twin flame, but it feels as if you're walking into a black hole. Like you guys are probably crazy attracted to your twin flame, pile 2. Also orange, sacred chakra, you're crazy attracted. So you might run to the door because you see it's open, you know, when you walk in the woods and you finally see the path, finally this door is there, and you're like, yay, let's go, you know. Finally the door is open, yet let's go, yippee-yay to my twin flame, you know. You feel like you're jumping into nothing. You see that? It's black in the door. So you have the feeling, or you are afraid to let yourself go into this energy and let yourself fall, because you're afraid you're falling into nothing. There's nothing there. It's just in your imagination, right? Pile 2. That's your fear. So are you on the right path? Let's see. So we have the fruitful labors, growth, birth, manifestation, and harvest. Yeah, this is what I also see. So recently there was a big orange manifestation where both of you felt this connection. Both of you were very, like, in this connection growing, and this connection was growing, and the interest in this connection was growing. And yeah, it feels like as if the doors were opening, you were very happy, but then you were like, you know, you were running through the door, to the door, and then you were kind of stopping, and now you're coming to my reading to say, okay, Purple, what happens if I run into this black void? Am I landing at my twin flame's lap? Like, you know, like, do I come down like an angel and fall into their lap, or do I go into nothing? Because I don't want to go into nothing. Right? So let's see. That's why you're here, right? Dashing through the snow. That's a song. Yeah, see? Delays. There were a lot of delays, and still it's frozen. Yeah, we see the horse. We see you want to jump in there. You want to go. You're ready. You're dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. And what is the one-horse open sleigh? The open door, the one horse. Yeah, you want to go in there. All right? So, most important card from this beautiful deck. This is the Naked Heart Tarot. Let's see, are you on the right path? This is very important, because now we see the situation recently, what's going on, and we have the Buffalo. Movement of Pentacles here. You're like, You're like standing there. This is like you're standing in front of the door and you're really afraid to dash through, like the horse. You stopped your horse yourself, pile 2. The buffalo. That is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Your journey, pile 2, your journey has been going on like for 100 times. Like, I don't know. You've been on this twin flame journey for a while, right? So now something new happened in this journey. Some new growth happened where you were like, yeah, let's go. And then you come to the door and you see it's black. It's a void. You're like, what is this? I'm not going through into the darkness there. Because you already battled all your shadows. You already battled enough. You don't want to go into there and then you have the same stuff again. So, but you're on the right path, pile 2. I have to tell you, you might have to battle all of this stuff again. Yeah, you know, there's something here, what is returning in this twin flame journey, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's only about trust. Maybe it's only, like in pile 1, it was about trusting your twin flame. Here, it's about trusting your journey. You are on the right path, pile 2, but you stopped because you thought you're not, right? You stopped. I want to read this in a second. Strong earth energy. You want to manifest this so bad in reality, right? Until now, your twin flame journey has bloomed in the 5D. I feel everything is fine in a spiritual sense. You're on the right path, yeah? But nothing really happened in 3D with your famous twin flame. I mean, we're talking about a famous twin flame journey. Those journeys are long as fuck. They're confusing as fuck. And sometimes, you know, you don't even know if this is your arm or your foot, you know, because like these journeys are upside down a lot. You're like going crazy in this. So we have the movement of pentacles. Let's see what this card is. Isn't it or is it? It's the Knight of Pentacles. I don't even know. Yeah, it's a Knight. Okay, that's crazy. See, that's these things where you just say the things, but you have no idea. You just say and you don't even know. The astrological sign is Virgo, okay? Virgo is about everyday stuff. Virgos are very good at everyday tasks. Virgo are multitasking people. Virgos are manifestors in the 3D. And that's what we see here. You want to manifest this journey in 3D. So it says, I am the movement of my present moment. I am being encouraged to learn to be here now and take notice of the world around me. As I stay present and connected with my breath and the sensations I feel, the subtleties of my body tell a story. Yeah, see, you are on the right journey, pile. To what I do see here is that you need to run into the door no matter what. You need to fall into this void. You need to trust the journey. And you also need to see that sometimes, you know, like the buffaloes are not running wild in our world, right? Like if you have been, or if you've seen a buffalo, it's in a zoo or like on a meadow, but they are like there's something around it. I don't know what this is called. But they're not free to go wherever they want to. Yeah, it's dangerous. So sometimes we twin flames, especially with famous twin flames, we're not free to roam around however we want, right? There are, like in twin flame journeys, there are these boundaries. They are there just because we need to grow first. We need to trust and we need to grow with spirit in the 3D first before this union can happen, the physical union. I do think spiritually you're fine, pile 2. You've been on this journey for such a long time. You've grown a lot spiritually. It's just about the manifestation in the 3D. I do think it depends on your masculine here. Whenever they're ready, you can go through the door and you will fall into their lap. So you are on the right path. It's just a timing thing here. For some of you that chose pile 2, it will happen soon. For some of you, it will take a longer time, okay? I do sense here this depends on your masculine, how far they are in the journey. If you just started the journey with them, then of course it takes longer. Some of us have more than one divine counterpart, so maybe you switched to another guy, to another divine masculine, then of course you're starting anew at 0. Yeah, it's sorry as it is like this. But please know that for some of us, we need to trust spirit, yeah, here. So what is the most important thing you need to trust? Let's look at this. Yep, I just said this. This journey is being reborn. You see how this orange again? Yeah, number 16 could be important. The 1 is 1. This is your journey, number 1. The 6 is all about harmony, rebirth, relationships, harmony in these relationships. You need to trust the journey, guys. Yeah. There's something being reborn here, and that's why maybe you need to rebirth your trust in this journey. Maybe you need to rebirth some things that you already have been through. Okay. There's some kind of rebirth here, and yeah, maybe that's why the void is here. Maybe because you've already been through that shadow work, but maybe you need to work on it again because it's a different divine counterpart, or maybe the journey took a different route. Yeah, sometimes this happens, so trust the journey. It will happen sooner or later. Yeah, but you're on the right path. Trust spirit, part 2. Yeah, so that's all what I'm having. Take care. Please sign up if you're here for the first time. Okay, see you guys. Take care. Hello, part 3. You chose that mysterious door. That looks like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how you're feeling within your journey. It's a massive door. Your twin flame is definitely someone very famous. Like, we're talking about famous twin flame. Your person is someone very known, worldwide known. This is not someone that can easily walk everywhere. They have to look. They have to see. This is someone everyone knows. So they would be recognized everywhere. So it's kind of like you had to be secluded a lot of times, and maybe even in the future. So that's why you're asking, am I even on the right path? Because maybe recently this person had also like a glow up and they became even more famous. And now you're like, oh my gosh, Purple, I have no idea. Like, is this even my person? Like, what is going on? Like, why did they become more famous even? Like, now we can't even see each other like more, because now more people know them. Yeah, especially if you go through the journey, pile 3, where there are a lot of masculines who are really, really famous. So they can't even say, I want to meet my twin flame. What we do know, though, is the more famous they are, the more likely they will find you, because they manifest on a different level if they become more famous. So I say 98% they know who you are, pile 3. So if you were unsure and you chose that pile and you have a famous twin flame, they know you. Okay, just want to say that, because some people always believe twin flames don't know. Famous people don't know their twin flames. They do know. They're guided, right? So the more famous they are, the more they know. We have unknown. So let's see. Yep. Confirmation right there. The intangible. Formless, unknown. The Fool. They do know, guys. Okay? So this is confirmation. Spirit just said, yeah, they know. A lot of people don't think this happens, but yeah, it does. It does, guys. Black Swan. Okay. An unforeseen event, a surprise, a hindsight. We all know the death, the Black Swan is, and that's what I said. The more fame you acquire, the more, we all know the Black Swan song, right? It's about a death, like your first death in a journey or in a situation, doing your art, stuff like that. So that means this journey goes through stages. The more famous your person is, the more you go through stages. And I also have noticed the more famous your twin flame is, you usually have more than one twin flame. The more higher up your twin flame bond is, the more you have it splitted. So that there will be a twin flame union, but it maybe sometimes it doesn't have to be with the twin flame that you awaken with. Yeah, I just want to say that. What number is this? Number 6. Yeah, you will be surprised. You will be very surprised. You're on the right path. You're on the right path, Pi. I don't even need the third card. I can already tell you you're on the right path. But because of their fame, the door is closed. Yeah. There's something here that needs to happen. If you've been, like, the first death needs to happen. The first death is usually like when I shut down my channel in 21. Remember, guys, you have experienced this. You've been here with me. That was my first death. When I shut down the channel and I didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore. I took myself out because I was guided to. That was the first death, and you have to experience this. It's where you take your energy back, where you say goodbye and you leave. And this is how it is. Sometimes in these journeys, especially with famous divine counterparts, Spirit closes the door a lot of times. Sometimes they even open another door to another person in order to give you a more successful journey, because the other journey is not working out in the way that Spirit wants to. Because as we know, in 3D, everyone has a choice. Yeah, they have a choice. We have a choice. So if this journey is not wanted by your twin flame, this could be, you know, if they're completely ignoring Spirit and saying, no, I don't want this twin flame journey, I'm not interested, don't bother me my whole life with that, then of course Spirit is trying to give you a backup plan. So that's like a normal life, you know. So I didn't even know this. I had to go through this myself in order to even know that this exists, okay? Yeah. I think it's really funny that in this deck, the Hermit is a turtle. And in the other deck, where I was doing a reading today as well, there's also the Hermit, the turtle. So your twin flame could be a Virgo. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. We see here the owl that brings the key. So the key is wisdom. Yeah, we also see the star. So your twin flame is definitely someone very, very famous. But someone that has to be like a turtle. And we all know, we called on my channel, we called our divine counterparts our turtles, right? And because of that, you have the feeling, because of that big door, look at your door, like it's massive, it's big. It's like, you might even think that is just not possible. How should that ever work out? Well, it will. Yeah, it will. It will work out, either with a backup plan or with a different plan, but you're on the right path, guys. But Spirit has to put you into hermit mode a lot of times. Like a lot of times you are on your own, no contact situations, no movement. You're like freaking alone on your own, go through different deaths. You know, you have to start in life a lot of times. Death always means that you feel yourself, you're very unlucky even. Yeah, you have the feeling that you will never gonna make it, and maybe it's all a byproduct of your imagination. Yeah, this is what I see here. This is the obstacles here is belief. It's like this feeling of, will it ever work out? Because until now, nothing has worked out, right? I'm gonna read the Hermit because that's a major arcana. So I want to see what the booklet says, because it's a major, it's something very important. This twin flame journey here, path 3, is also very important. Yeah, your twin flame journey is very, very important. That's why Spirit is having this big door, because it's something that Spirit is really big involved into. Like these big doors mean that Spirit is involved. They're watching out for this. So let's read your Hermit card. The Hermit is always number 9. So this means this twin flame journey is ongoing, but it hasn't been finished yet. Okay. So it says, I listen to the desires of my mind, body, spirit. I turn to solitude to revive my spirit and make space for my innermost desires and wisdom to surface. I trust that all the knowledge I seek lies within, and I give myself space to reset my vibration so it illuminates my path ahead. I trust in the unfolding of the universe, and all that I have been through is leading me to where I want to go. I relax into patience and trust that my inner light is awakening and leading me towards spiritual enlightenment. I'm attracting into my life exactly what I need. You need to trust what's in your heart, guys. Yeah. This spiritual connection grows from the inside to the outside. So you need to have an inside union first before it can manifest into the outside union. Okay. So it's very important that you trust this journey. It's very important that you look inside yourself. Don't. And this is also for the divine counterpart, for the masculine here. Don't listen to outer voices, because people outside of this turtle, yeah, they try to influence the turtle because of that massive door. Everyone wants to go into that massive door. So they're influenced. Yeah, your divine counterpart is influenced a lot. And the more they're influenced, the more famous they are, the more they are influenced. And the more for them, it's harder to trust their inner niggle. It's harder to trust their inner guidance. Yeah, because here it's very important, not only for the divine feminine, but also for the divine masculines, to completely trust his inner voice, to completely trust his inner guidance. Yeah. So let's see what you need to work on the most. But you're on the right path. You don't need to worry. I see that you might already know. Pile 3. Yeah, we have synchronicity. You need to see the synchronicities you have with your twin flame. Like, Spirit is pointing that out, guys. This is your one big wonder and your one big sword that you have, is that you see the synchronicities. Your twin flame might see them too. Once they discover you, they also have these synchronicities. That means that you and your twin flame, you will have the same path. You will see the same things. The same things will happen to you, like synchron. Yeah, you're walking this path synchron. So you will have a lot of signs that you see that are the same. You will have the same dreams. You will have the same stuff that you're seeing. You will do the same things at the same time. When you go to bed, they go to bed. It's like you have your own timing. You eat at the same time, you drink at the same time, and you will see that because they're famous and they sometimes show their what they're doing on their daily basis. So you will see, once you are with your twin flame and you watch them, you will see. And this is why it's important for you just to follow, because Spirit is pointing that out. Like, this is one of the big advances that you have, my pile 3, that you will see the synchronicities, and then you will say, okay, I can trust that. I can trust completely Spirit, because here, pile 3, because of their fame, you need completely trust in 3D. Yeah, completely trust the journey, and it will lead you to the right, like to your union in 3D. It will get there, okay? But trust it. Trust your synchronicities that you see. Okay? So that's all what I'm having, guys. Take care. If you're new here, please sign up to the channel. Take care. Purple lights. Bye. Hello, my pile 4. You have the most beautiful card. When this card came out, I was like, well, it's not winter. Why is this card coming out? I was like, it's not even a door, it's a gate. So you are already in, I do feel, pile 4, you are already in a 3D manifestation. There's something here where you already manifested. That means that you guys know each other. That means even if they're famous or not, it doesn't matter. You guys know who you are. You know of each other. You might even talk in 3D to each other. It's like a gate. There's no door anymore. It's open. Like, it's there. It's not even closable. Yeah, it's a gate. You can walk through or you can stay outside the gate if you want, you know, but it's open. Communication is flowing. You have telepathy with your twin flame. This is how it should be shortly before union. So union is not that far away, like physical union. We all know spiritual union we do have always, especially if we have this card. With these, no, it might be that it's delayed. Physical union is delayed for whatever reason, okay? So this is how you might feel. So let's see, what's going on here? Are you on the right path? Let's see what it's saying. Are you on the right path? Withdrawal symptoms. Yearning. Yeah, you're sitting on that mushroom and you're waiting for your twin flame, right? You're missing each other very much. But I do sense that this is not only on your end, it's on their end as well. Your twin flame feels that as sexual thoughts, a lot of yearning in the base and the sacral chakra, while you feel it more in this spiritual sense, like a lot of yearning to talk to them, to be close to them, to feel like the sense of connection with them. And for them, it's like they want to feel you. They want to feel your body. This is vice versa. So yeah, wow, this is gorgeous. Let me see. Magic beanstalk. Yeah. Ascension, elevation, reaching new heights. Yeah, look at this. Is this a unicorn even? No, it's a horse. I thought it's a unicorn. I mean, if you know the beanstalk fairy tale, that's when you go to heaven, right? You climb up the beanstalk and there you are with your twin flame. So it's almost as if you didn't go up because you came down from heaven. It's almost as if you already manifested almost everything. So you're shortly before union, guys. There's nothing takes longer. What could take longer is if there are delays in the physical journey of your twin flame, meaning that you know, maybe they have reached a new height of fame where they have to take care of that, or maybe they are too young to come your path yet, or there's something here where they have to take care of something and they are not able to manifest. But one, they know you. Two, you're already in communication in 3D. Three, they see you, they watch you. Four, they miss you the same. And yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This is like you're already almost there. Wow, pile 4. You guys are big manifestors. This is someone... I just pulled out the when I do that, the deck cover from the Naked Heart Tarot deck. When I do that, this person has much power because they can give you the right information at the right timing. Because they just gave me the, you know, this was in the deck here, this thank you note from the author. So they have the power to manifest the right things at the right timing. You guys are crazy manifesting power. Yeah, Innocence of Cup. Both of you are in this very innocent energy. Either you both are very young. Yeah. But you have power. Look at this big cup. Your love, it's your connection in this circle, guys. We do have a whale. And a whale is always this energy of there's like this big manifestation underneath the surface. Like no one sees that in you guys. Like you could even be a couple people would laugh about. Like big age gap. Things that are crazy. Like you look different. Like they are covered fully in tattoo and you have none. Or, you know, like people would laugh about you. Like they would think, well, like, why are they together? They're not even fitting together. No. What they don't see, you are this powerful whalian couple. Like this is crazy. Like your love is part of the manifestation cycle. That's what I can tell you. I want to read this for you. It seems as if this is the Page of Cups admiration energy, okay? It basically means that the gate is always open, no matter if your twin flame journey is just a few months or your twin flame journey is like half a century, let's say it like this, you know? It's like the moment you meet, because of your innocence, your energies are not blurred with other people's energy. See, it's like when a guy has a lot of women, their energy is blurred. Yeah, their energies gets blurred. They don't manifest that fast anymore. It is what it is. I can tell you just how it is, guys. That's why as a divine feminine, most of us are not dating to keep our energy clean. And that doesn't mean, you know, like you want, like in a genocide, we want to have our energy clean. No, that means that you only interchange the energies between twin flames, and not other people are in between. Like, you know, the more people are in between these journeys, the more you don't have the power to manifest. And here it seems like with the dots, you see that there is only this cup. You guys are committed to each other. So either you're not dating and you only are in the energy field of your twin flame, and you can be in the energy fields just because you are connected and you have a famous twin flame. You don't have to have shaken their hand. You don't have to kiss them, have kissed them. You don't have to have touched them. It's just because you are their twin flame. That's when the circle begins to shimmer. That's when the circle begins to manifest. The moment you meet in 3D, the moment this manifestation cycle begins. That means that you have the power. This is a crazy powerful couple that I have here, Pi 4. So your door was, there could have been that in this gate, there wasn't even a door. So you met and boom, you know, it happened. It could be that you're keeping your energies clean. And I have to speak like this in a sense of a spiritual cleansing, okay? Those of you who are on this journey, you guys know, the more your energy is just the two of you, the more you're free, the more you can manifest anything. This is crazy. This is like a big valiant. This is like you can manifest, like, I don't know, crazy things into the world. Let's see. We have Cups energy, which talks about a very beautiful, innocent energy between the two of you, where you love each other that much from afar that it's kind of like you trust, like a child, you trust each other, like children trust each other. So this is the most beautiful thing, because what not many people know is that this can manifest such great things. It says, I'm the innocence of my emotional needs. I'm being encouraged to spend some time with my emotions and learn to connect with them. Mindfulness and curiosity can help create internal balance and connectedness. So this tells me that you guys are crazy connected. So yes, you are completely on the right path, because there's nothing else. You're already in the manifestation process of a physical union, guys. This is crazy. Like, this is real crazy. I've never seen anything happening this fast. This is so beautiful. So let's see. What do you need to pay attention to in this journey? Okay. Too many cards, universe. I just want one card, please. Okay, we have relationship change. Yeah, it's important that you keep your energies, just the two of you. Like, the 5 is about change and number 6 is about harmony. The more you guys are in harmony, the more there are less people in between the two of you, the more you guys can manifest crazy things, the more you guys are connecting, the more you are learning to really fast get to know each other in 3D. I can only tell you this, Pi 4, this is beautiful. This is a twin flame journey, like in the books. Like, this is like, you know, when someone wants to talk about twin flame journeys, you get this as an example. This is like, you know, don't date, keep your energy free, just love that person from afar. And, you know, they're manifesting crazy things for themselves in their fame. And you're manifesting this connection to them more and more and more. And then you guys are so connected that there is a physical union. It could be a physical union very soon. Like, it's possible even. Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. So yes, Pi 4, you are completely on the right path. This is like a speed up of the whole twin flame journey. Wow. So that's all what I'm having, guys. Take care. If you're new here, please sign up to our beautiful channel. I see you again, guys. Take care. Bye.